Hi everybody, DUGROZ here with DUGROZ Reports. Welcome to another episode of Frugal Points, where I drive in my car and talk about the philosophical side of points and miles. Let's dive in. Guys, I think I've got a strategy change coming, and I'd say about an 85% chance that I have a strategy change coming. And what this will lead me to is abandoning transferable points, kind of, for a while, maybe 6 months to a year. Let me provide a little context. So first I'm going to talk over my current point holdings in the 4 major transferable currencies. I just checked my balances this morning. So I've got around 350,000 Chase Ultimate Reward points right now between my wife and I. And about 40,000 of those are spoken for, so let's round that down to 300,000. Looking at American Express membership rewards, I have 150,000 points in my account right now, and I just met the sign-up bonus spending requirements on my American Express Business Gold card that I signed up for back in December. So my next statement post, that should double, because that's 150,000 points. It was a targeted offer. So I'll go from 150 up to 300,000 roughly, actually a little over. My wife also has a little over 100,000 Amex points. So combine our two balances, once my bonus post, that'll be 400,000 Amex points. So between Chase and Amex alone, 700,000 points. On the Capital One side of things, I've got in the neighborhood of 190,000. By the end of March, I expect that'll be at or above 200,000. So 200,000 Capital One miles. Now I'm up to 900,000 points. And then on the city side of things, it's like 75, 80,000. I've got this targeted offer where I need to spend $1,000 on my city premier every month for the next 3 months to waive the annual fee. That was a retention offer. So it should be around 90,000 city points in the not too distant future. Since I rounded down on the others, I'm going to round up on this one and say 100,000 points. So between Chase, Amex, Capital One, and Citi, I've got 1 million points in my war chest, or at least will by the end of March, or roundabout very close to that figure. I've already got travel booked for my RIP trip in April to Charlottesville, Virginia. I've already got almost everything booked for the trip to Washington, D.C., our big family points and miles trip this summer. I just got to book the return flight. Haven't done that. I booked the flight to get there. And then in the fall, when I go to the Creator Meetup in New Orleans, I've got that all booked. I've got the lodging and the airfare taken care of. So that's already been deducted from these balances. I might change my mind a few times, but on the net, it shouldn't make that big of a difference. So I'm kind of at a part where I'm not starting from scratch, because I've got 1 million transferable points, but everything else is sort of at net zero. By the way, I didn't even mention Wells Fargo because right now they're not transferable, but I have over 100,000 Wells Fargo points. We'll see what happens with those. So what I'm thinking about doing is switching over to a strategy that focuses on domestic hotels and cash back for at least the next 6 months, or maybe between now and July 4th, something like that, between now and our family vacation. I don't feel like I really need a lot more transferable points. Those transferable points that I have, a lot of them I can save up for our international trip in 2025. We're kind of going with a pattern of every other year going overseas versus a big domestic trip in the summer. Many of you know my wife's a teacher, so for the family travel, we'll do little stuff here and there, but it's kind of like one big trip every summer for, 10 days, 2 weeks, something like that. So 2025 should be covered. I don't really need more points for that. I think I can probably get her done with 1 million points. So step one will probably be cashing out some of my transferable currency points. I know a lot of people are like, oh no, you can't. But, I've got quite a lot, and I can use a boost to my cash back. I'm planning to cash out indirectly some Capital One miles because I booked a flight, not travel related, but for my wife on the Capital One portal They went to help a family member, and the family member reimbursed us, so nothing out of pocket. So since I've already been reimbursed, if I just, use the travel eraser on Capital One and then take the money they reimbursed us and put that into my travel savings, that's indirectly cashing out at a penny per point. Since Capital One miles are a little harder to use, I'm planning on doing that. I've still got the Business Platinum for about another 24 days. My annual fee hits, so I got to make a decision on that. Probably going to cancel it. So I'm probably going to cash out, I don't know, maybe like $500 worth of Amex points, since I can cash those out for a penny a piece, just to build up my cash back. My cash back account is almost down to zero. It's at like $200 or $300 right now. Then I'm going to focus on cashback rewards and hotel rewards. So like, I've already got some of the structure in place. I've got the Hilton Surpass, and I'm working on the sign-up bonus on that right now, getting pretty close. My dad picked up the Hilton Surpass at the same time I did, and as long as I pay the annual fee for him, I can claim that points, and we each have the 170K offer on $3,000 of spend. So mine's almost done. Got to work on his. So Hilton, I should be up to, counting the natural spend, 400,000 Hilton points by April, something like that. On the IHG front, I do have the IHG Premier Business Card, and that gives me one free night every year, and I can earn halfway decently on that too, so we'll see how that goes. I've bought a few gift cards on that card already this year, so should be building up a balance there fairly soon. I don't play in the Marriott ecosystem at all. Maybe I should, but haven't got into that yet, so I might look into one of their low annual fee cards that gives a free night certificate. I think you can build a pretty good strategy with lots of free night certificates. And then City is effectively going to become my Choice Hotels card in the near future, because you can transfer 1 to 2 to City. I just did a video about finding epic value with City cards, where I think if you cherry pick, you can easily average 1.25 cents per point. So I might do some experimentation there, see how that works out. I even did a review of Best Western, and honestly, I'm thinking about picking up the Best Western card, because if you spend $5,000 every year ongoing, you get 40,000 points. I think it's 40,000. It's either 40,000 or 30,000. I can't remember which one. What you doing, lady? I have the right of way. And with that in mind, I could get 2 decent roadside type hotels every year. Really almost like 2.5 probably, on $5,000 of spend. I think that's probably worth doing. I'm going to do more research on that. I've already got the Wyndham Business Earners card, so we're talking, 15,000 points a year. I could either save that for a Vacasa, or that's enough for one middle of the road hotel stay a year, like a La Quinta or a Wingate, something along those lines. And then what I'll do is I'll supplement those free night certificates and those easy point stays when prices are cheap with cash stays. And then I'll use the appropriate card to build up a cash, C-A-C-H-E, of points using cash, C-A-S-H. So I need to lean into a cashback strategy. Now, the cool thing is, I've already got some cards that are good cashback cards. And I know some people don't like to think about it this way. Sorry about all the bumps. But frankly, transferable currency cards make some of the best cashback cards. For example, my Chase Freedom Flex. 5% rotating categories. Right now it's grocery. So yeah, 5% cashback's not too shabby on groceries. And with that in mind, I also have like the American Express Blue Cash Every Day. That's not transferable, but 3% cash back on gas and groceries up to, I think it's $3,000 a year. I've got the Wells Fargo, well, it used to be the Propel, now it's the Autograph card, which is 3% back on dining, 3% back on transit and travel and gas. Streaming, that's not too bad either. I've got 3% back on streaming on the Blue Cash every day. I've got a city custom cash, you know, one category, which could be gas, could be grocery, could be pharmacy. I think home improvement is one of the categories. So every month that's up to $500, 2,500 points. You know, cash that out. That's 25 bucks, 5% cash back. And the cool thing about using a transferable currency card, let's assume Wells Fargo gets at least moderately decent transfer partners. The cool thing about like the Autograph, the Freedom Flex, the custom cash is you can pick if you want to cash them out or if you want to save it and use it for cash back. I mean for a transferable reward of some kind. So, you know, the flexibility to do cash or the points, that's pretty cool. So maybe just focus on that for 6 months or so. Now, of course, we all know the best cash back is going to be the sign-up bonus. So I can also be hunting for sign-up bonuses. I'm well over 524. I'm at 824, and I'm not going to get back under 524 until like May of 2025. So I think it's just goodbye for chase cards for me, at least the personal cards. I know there's some data out there about being able to churn the ink cards if you're over 524, so I might give that a try. My wife is under 524, so I might save any chase pickups for her. And then, you know, for me, just hunt for whatever the best cashback sign-up bonuses are, whether it's... U.S. Bank came out with a new business card. I don't remember what it's called. Something really stupid like the Wells Fargo Power Business Card. Honestly, it's not a great card, but it has a decent sign-up bonus. Don't remember what it is. I'm thinking 65 or 75,000 points, which is basically $650, $750, something like that. The U.S. Bank Altitude Connect, Altitude Go, those are good cash sign-up bonuses I haven't picked up yet. And then I can go with just, you know, whatever I happen to find. A PNC card, a local credit union card, you know, just kind of whatever ends up being a good sign-up bonus. So let me know what you think of this strategy. Guys, I haven't decided if I'm going to make this members only or if I'm going to release it to the public yet, but if you are hearing this and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel and click the thumbs up button if you get any content value out of this type of subject. Consider becoming a DUGROZ Diehard. That's a membership, and you get early release on videos like this. You also get videos like this that never make it public because it's too nerdy or too sensitive. Plus, it's just a great way to support my channel. I'm saving up for a new computer, so all of my super chats and super thanks and memberships between now and when I am able to buy a laptop will go towards my laptop fund, making my live streams and video editing a lot better. Thanks a lot, and as always, may your spending be frugal and may your points be plenteous.